It's nice to be back in my studio, I gotta tell you. It's been a long, strange trip for sure. I came back from Arizona with a case of the Wook flu. I was flat on my back for a few days. Just pulling out of it now, feeling good enough to work. Which is a good thing because I had work to do. A wonderful time at the Golden Road Festival in Arizona. Got to hear Steve Poltz, who blew my mind. Amazing singer-songwriter and performer, Jesus. I saw him do, Jay Blakesberg gave this great slideshow about his life in photography, which I found incredibly entertaining and enlightening. And he, at certain key words, he would stop and turn, and Steve Poltz was sitting in the corner of the room, literally on a stool, and he would, he made up a song on the spot based on whatever Jay was just talking about. And there must have been a dozen of these breaks along the way. Every one of them was a brand new original song, riffing on these things. The last bit was, he used the melody of Ripple, but otherwise everything was just entirely original and made up on the spot, and it was incredible. Then I got to see him play a 2-hour set of his own, which was mind-blowing just because he does so many amazing things, so many of them inventing songs on the spot. I was really, really, really impressed with it, and I'm standing at the back of the field with Gary Lambert, and all of a sudden Steve Poltz starts singing a song about me. And it wasn't just riffing on my name. It's clear that he understands and listens to Tales from the Golden Road and knows how the show works because he parodied a phone call. He parodied 2 phone calls. One of the riffs, he has filters, you know, so he could do that, the voice on the phone thing. And then, you know, so he played 2 characters in this thing, and he talked, you know, his bit was all about Tales from the Golden Road and how we handled it. It was delightful to stand there and listen to it. There's a photo of me laughing my ass off while it's going on. It was great. And then so much more happened down there that was wonderful. I got to play with Dave Ellis, the amazing saxophone player, and my dear friend Jill Payon-Simmons, who I've worked with a lot over the last several years whenever we can. I mean, she's in Pittsburgh. But when, you know, we've played together many times in recent years, and getting to sing with her and play with him at the same time was just a gas. And in fact, Dave Ellis is going to join Joe Craven and me at, this hasn't been announced yet, so I'm breaking this news. Joe Craven and I will have Dave Ellis as our guest at the Monkey House on December 10th. I'm excited about that. And while I'm talking and catching up on things, tomorrow I'm taking the day off from this because Critical Envelopes are playing at the Art House Gallery in Berkeley. I hope some of you are planning to attend. It's a lovely venue. It's a really fun band. The great Joe Rutt, another amazing singer-songwriter of my acquaintance. He and I will be the guitar players on this. Dave Jess, my old pal, will be playing bass. The great Joshua Raoul Brody on keyboards, and a new friend, Andrew Griffin, on drums. We played at the Ashkenaz at the end of August in the Very Jerry tribute, and we played a show up in Sonoma at Winery 16600 a couple of weeks ago. It's a really, really fun band, and the Art House is a lovely, lovely venue, and I hope some of you will come there. 2905 Shattuck Avenue in Berkeley. Showtime is 7. It's an all-ages venue. Students $10 and adults 15 to 25. And we do this for money, but we're not in it for the money. But we need to be realistic about these things. Anyway. If just one dream could come true, I know my dream would be. Last night I dreamed that Jacqueline was dreaming of me. If her voice was Irish whiskey and her blue eyes were the sea, oh, what a drunken sailor I would surely be. For the pleasure of her kisses I would dance across the sky. I sing this song the whole day long, 'cause she makes my heart fly. If her voice was Irish whiskey and her blue eyes were the sea, oh, what a drunken sailor I would surely be. I put toothpaste in my beard and brush my teeth with shaving cream. I'm all confused and so bemused by love for Jacqueline. If her voice was Irish whiskey and her blue eyes were the sea, oh, what a drunken sailor I would surely be. If just one dream could come true, I know what my dream would be. Last night I dreamed that Jacqueline was dreaming of me. If her voice was Irish whiskey and her blue eyes were the sea, oh, what a drunken sailor I would surely be. If her voice was Irish whiskey and her blue eyes were the sea, oh, what a drunken sailor I would surely be. Everything's working, right? Okay, good. I told Althea I was feeling lost, lacking in some direction. Althea told me upon scrutiny that my back might need protection. I told Althea that treachery was tearing me limb from limb. Althea told me, now cool down, boys. Settle back easy, Jim. You may be Saturday's child, all grown, moving with a pinch of grace. You may be a clown in the burying ground, or just another pretty face. You may be the fate of Ophelia, sleeping in perchance to dream, honest to the point of recklessness, self-centered in the extreme. Nobody messing with you but you. Your friends are getting most concerned. Loose with the truth, mister, it's your fire. Well, I hope you don't get burned. When the smoke is cleared, she said, is what she said to me. Gonna wanna beg your head and a little sympathy. There are things you can replace and others you cannot. Time has come to weigh those things. This space is getting hot. You know this space is getting told Althea on the road inside, I was born to be a bachelor. Althea told me, okay, that's fine. So now I'm trying to catch her. Can't talk to you without talking to me. You're guilty of the same old thing. Thinking a lot about less and less. Yeah, I'm forgetting the love we bring. I haven't played it all since last Saturday. I guess my guitar and I are happy to see each other. What am I thinking of doing? Much better. Yeah, I had a knob set wrong down. Dear sir or madam, will you read my book? It took me years to write. Will you take a look? It's based on a novel by a man named Lear, and I need a job and I want to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. It's a dirty story of a dirty man, and his clinging wife doesn't understand. His son is working for the Daily Mail. It's a steady job, but he wants to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. Paperback writer. When it's 1,000 pages, give or take a few, I'll be writing more in a week or two. I can make it longer if you like the style. I can change it round, and I wanna be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. If you really like it, you can have the rights. It could make $1 million for you overnight. If you must return it, you can send it here. But I need a break, and I wanna be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. Paperback writer. I gotta put that down for 1 second. Every time I put my studio back together, it's a little different, and sometimes I've missed stuff. All right. This is my request. I came there in the morning, stood by at the riverside, where a truth flowed from the hand of Brother John. He closed his eyes and held his breath and listened for the word, and a new man made the song to carry on. I was born to be the minstrel, sing in the streets alone, to plant the seeds of the change and then move on, never see them grow. Son of a fisherman, he sailed the city streets, catching a life his father never dreamed, singing like a blind man and listening with his eyes. His fingers wove the tale of what he'd seen. I was born to be the minstrel, to sing in the streets alone, to plant the seeds of the change and then move on, never see them grow. We sang for pennies, not for princes, in the alleys of the man, and what he said wasn't wrong, and what he thought wasn't bad, wasn't bad. looked for him last Saturday. I was downtown with a friend of mine. We checked his favorite spots, but he was gone. I closed my eyes and followed him back to that river scene. Sang what I remembered of his song. I was born to be the minstrel, sing in the streets alone, to plant the seeds of the change and then move on. Never see them grow. Never see them grow. Oh, leave me where I am, I'm only sleeping. I am not weeping, for this bad news is not news. The battle and the war have both been lost now. The road is crossed now, and I did not have to move. I'm drowning, waiting for the sun to come out. I've got my thumb out and my sign says, watch this space. Once I wished for statues standing steady in the park. Once I even wished for wings turned into a lark. Now it's for a lamp to light my way into the dark. Oh, leave me where I am, I'm only sleeping. I am not weeping, for this bad news is not news. I am not weeping, for this bad news is not news. The battle and the war have both been lost now. The road is crossed now, and I did not have to move. I might awaken Elvis with my wailing. I should be sailing, but the sea has boiled away. Once I wished for planets and exploded into sand. Once again I wished for wings and found I loved the land. Now I have my wishes, but it's not the way I'd planned. Oh, leave me where I am, I'm only sleeping. I am not weeping, for this bad news is not bad. been warped by the rain, driven by the snow. Yes, I'm drunk, dirty, and don't you know that I am still? Oh, I'm still out on the road late at night. I see my pretty Alice in every headlight. Oh, Alice, Alice. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, Tehachapi to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me weed, white and white, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to keep moving. The sleet had my head stoved in, but I'm still on my feet and I ain't still. Yes, I'm still. I smuggled some smokes and folks from Mexico. I've been baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico. But I'm still. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, Tehachapi to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me weed, white and white, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to keep moving. Yeah, I'm willing to keep moving. I have to say it's kind of nice when your own songs wind up on your brain radio. I've been hearing this one over and over for a while. Looking in from outside ain't like looking out from in. It's more like meeting strangers in the park, licking triangles of cellophane with your hands tied off a window pane, suspended from the ceiling in the dark. sooner we get wise, the wiser we will be. I'll be as wise as I can get when I get wise to me. When I'm trying, I'm really trying. Sometimes I'm too high flying, sometimes I just can't keep from crying. But time is on my side, and I'll get by. Looking in from outside, not looking out from in. It's more like dodging raindrops in the night. 1 minute doing fine, next one trouble. When happiness shared is happiness doubled, and it looks like everything's gonna be alright. Flying, sometimes I just can't keep from crying. The time is on my side, and I'll be fine. Looking in from outside ain't like looking out from in. You wind up hearing sounds that just aren't there. Like a weather vane that's rusted, just keeps pointing west in gale and gust. My iron will is stronger than the air. Well, I guess the sooner we get wise, the wiser we will be. I'll be as wise as I can get when I get wise to me. Well, I'm trying, I'm really trying. Sometimes I'm too high flying, sometimes I just can't keep from crying. Time is on my side, and I'll stay high. Another request here. Close your eyes, close the door. You don't have to worry anymore. I'll be your baby tonight. Shut the light, shut the shade. You don't have to be afraid. I'll be your baby tonight. Well, that mockingbird is gonna sail away. We're gonna forget it. The big fat moon gonna shine like a spoon. We're gonna let it You won't regret it. Kick your shoes off. Do not fear. Bring that bottle over here. I'll be your baby tonight. Sail away, we're gonna forget it. Big fat moon gonna shine like a spoon. We're gonna let it. You won't regret it. Kick your shoes off. Do not fear. Bring that bottle over here. I'll be your baby tonight. I'll be your baby tonight. So I should mention that I play for tips. Doesn't cost you anything to get in, doesn't cost you anything to get out. I have books and music for sale and mugs and t-shirts online at perfectible.net. It's written right there. And this book right here is my latest book. It's called Improvised Lives. It's my own stories of how I became a famous deadhead, which was a pretty interesting, what you might think of as a strange trip. This book is an oral history of the Grateful Dead. Obviously, it's my favorite topic. Many CDs of my own music available there, too. I was writing songs before I ever heard the Grateful Dead, so I've had my own musical personality, which, needless to say, is heavily influenced by what I learned from the Dead. But I'm very much my own man, and I got my own music in there. Perfectible.net, and there's also just a direct donation link there if you want to just throw a few bucks in the tip jar, which I would hugely appreciate. Despite the fact that I just got off the road, but I don't have any more future plans other than my Monkey House gig with Joe Craven on the 10th. I'm doing a singer-songwriter thing. I think it's on Friday the 8th. I'll have to confirm that. There are a bunch of singer-songwriters from Palooza. And by the way, Palooza is next Saturday. That's a really, really fun thing. That's a week from tomorrow. It's like a 12-hour music festival that I've been in for a couple of years, and there's like a couple of dozen just really, really wonderful musicians, many of whom are regulars. Songwriters I've come to admire greatly, and performers in many different styles, and there's a charitable aspect to it. It's a lovely event. Palooza, come early and stay late. It goes on for a really long time, and if you buy a ticket, you get to hang out in the Zoom room with the performers. And there's something, well, I just remind you again that tomorrow night is Critical Envelopes at the Monkey House, 2905 Shattuck Avenue in Berkeley. No advance tickets, just show up at the door. Showtime is 7 o'clock. It's a really, really fun venue, very relaxed, small, no alcohol. I guess you could, I don't know if you can bring your own or not, but it's definitely not a booze scene. It's a lovely head scene and a nice place to make music, run by a lovely guy named Harold. And we always have a good time there. 2905 Shattuck Avenue, the Art House Gallery. Again, and Critical Envelopes is the name of the band. It's Joe Rutt, Dave, Jess, Joshua, Raoul, Brody, Andrew Griffin, and me playing dead music for the most part. And our good buddy Rich Seliseth will be there making it sound good and getting it recorded as well. I have no idea if it's possible to stream from there. I'll take that under advisement, but since I'm usually pretty busy getting the band on, sometimes the streaming becomes too much, one too many things. We'll see. I hope to see many of you there in person, because that's a lot better than watching it online. As I listen to myself talk now, I realize I still do have something in my throat. My voice is not quite back from its... I was down with a cold, pretty nasty cold for about 3 days there. And it was entirely worth it for the fun I had in Arizona. And by the way, I haven't been online much, or not performing online much, since I got back from Oyster Bay and New Canaan. Had a wonderful, wonderful time back east. The band, Take a Step Back, made me very welcome. And so did Ted Barr at the Bar Gallery in Oyster Bay. Played 2 nights there with Ben Diamond. Saw many, many of you green roomies. The wonderful Jill Swellville took great care of Rita and me, as did Philip and Yael Eliasov, Ted and Rebecca Barr, Bob and Jane Jacobs, and a very interesting fellow named Mike, who drove us to the airport. I'm not thinking of what to play last. It's nice to lay off everything for a few days and then come back to it refreshed, plus to smoke a little Haggerty weed after not smoking at all for 5 days is pretty sweet. Thank you all for being part of it today. Had a wonderful time. It's nice to be back. I'm taking tomorrow off, though, because I'm playing live with Critical Envelopes, as I've already mentioned twice in this program. So come join us at the Art House, and I'll be back here Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock to do this some more, and I'm home for the foreseeable. I'll probably even play on Thanksgiving, although I'm not sure what our dinner plans are yet. So everybody, thank you for being here, and have a wonderful day, and I appreciate your support in every form it takes.